Recycling is the process of making or manufacturing new products from a product that has originally served its purpose. If these used products are disposed of in an appropriate, environmentally friendly way, the process of recycling has been set in motion. Items that can be recycled are aluminum, plastic water bottles, glass, certain kinds of paper, and many more. You can place these recycled items in recycling bins to maintain a better and cleaner environment. Recycling is a daily activity for more than 100 million Americans and a great way to protect our environment and stimulate our economy. Recycling saves resources, saves energy, prevents pollution, supports public health, and creates jobs. It saves money, avoids landfills, and best of all, it's easy. Recycling 1 ton of paper saves 17 mature trees, 7,000 gallons of water, 3 cubic yards of landfill space, 2 barrels of oil, and 4,000 kilowatt hours of electricity. This is enough energy to power the average American home for 5 months. Manufacturing recycled paper uses 60% of the energy needed to make paper from new materials. Over 73% of newspapers are recovered for recycling. About 33% of this is used to make newsprint, and the rest is used to make paperboard, tissue, or insulation. Recycling steel and tin cans save 74% of the energy used to make them. Americans throw away enough aluminum every month to rebuild our entire commercial air fleet. Americans throw out enough iron and steel to continuously supply all the makers in the entire nation. When you throw away an aluminum can, you waste as much energy as if you filled the can half full of gasoline and poured it into the ground. Recycling 1 aluminum can saves enough energy to run a 100-watt light bulb for 20 hours, a computer for 3 hours, and a TV for 2 hours. Enough plastic is produced in the United States each year to shrink wrap Texas. Enough plastic bottles are thrown away in the United States each year to circle the earth 4 times. Recycling saves energy. The manufacture of the new products from virgin materials, the amount of energy needed is much higher than using recycled materials. The energy and the resources that expended in the transportation of virgin materials is also saved. Additionally, the effort, energy, and resources needed to protect and clean up the environment in the extraction and production of these virgin materials are also dispensed with. There are many companies out there that help reduce the problem of wasted resources by offering options like ink cartridges that make sense. Instead of creating just ink cartridges that are used up quickly, they also manufacture energy-saving and money-saving replacement kits. When consumers seek out companies that have established green practices like Carrot Ink, the consumer wins by not only helping the environment but also saving money. Recycling reduces pollution and preserves the environmental condition. The energy saved in producing new goods from recycled material goes a long way to help global climate change. By minimizing the energy used in manufacturing, the emission of greenhouse gases is also reduced. The major fossil fuels which are used in manufacturing, like gasoline, coal, and diesel, all emit harmful greenhouse gases. Any reduction in the consumption of these fuels result in the reduction of greenhouse gas emitted. Recycling preserves natural resources. When the raw materials used in manufacturing new goods is derived from the core elements of old products, there is an enormous saving of limited and finite natural resources. Instead of cutting down more trees to produce more paper, the trees can be saved by using old newspapers to produce new paper. When people help the environment by recycling, everybody wins. Recycling saves the space that is used for waste disposal. A major portion of the landfill space is used today is filled up with materials that could otherwise have been recycled. With landfill space at a premium today, any reduction in the waste that needs to be discarded and will occupy space in these landfills benefit the environment. Hazardous waste that disposed of in landfills can leak toxic or corrosive chemicals into the environment. One example of the community taking action to start recycling is stated by the New York Times. Seattle now recycles 44% of its trash, compared with the national average of around 30%, which makes it a major player in big city waste recovery. Also, National Geographic magazine states, recycling not only conserves natural resources and reduces the amount of waste that must be burned, it also reduces pollution and the demand for energy. Overall, recycling is a great way to help better our environment.